Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you. Thank you for being here sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I'm here 365 days of the year to answer your political questions at 12 noon Chicago time, day in, day out. Seriously, weekends, weekdays, your birthday, my birthday, holidays, you name it, I'm here. And I take your questions out of the chat. So all you have to do is put them in the chat in all caps. And it's kind of first come, first serve. And there's a couple things I don't read on, but well, it's not that much. So, all right, and 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And that's an ongoing thing. All right. We've got something a little bit special today because there was some stuff in the news. First, there was a message that I got, and then there's something else in the news. So today, we have a little something different. All right, let me take this down. Because for today's questions, we have a preview of today's questions, and we have commentary by Miss Sarah is here today. Hello, Sarah.
All. Hello, dear. Hello, all.
All right. For any of you who don't know, Sarah is a really good friend of mine, and she helps me sometimes with the questions. And there were thoughts this morning, so we thought every once in a while we should have Sarah on to share the thoughts. Everybody saying hello to you.
Hello, Sue.
All right. So today we're starting with a message I received, actually.
Do tell.
Yes, and the message I received was someone who was saying that they were sending me a private message because they didn't want to put me on blast on in the chat, but that Joel Olsteen actually makes his money from his books, and he doesn't take a salary.
Aww.
And one, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I did not say for one moment that I thought Joel Olsteen actually had anything to do with that $600,000 in the bathroom stuck in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Although I stand, excuse me, but I stand by my thinking that they really are going to have to put security on those bathrooms, because I think otherwise, this Sunday, people
It's gonna be like
the
the
end of
gold
Mass
rush again. People are gonna be like picking at the wall.
I think the walls are going to be like down to the studs in all the bathrooms. It's going to be stripped bare.
Yeah, a little bit.
Lots of new people coming in. So, do you have can I use your bathroom? Is that okay?
I got a tinkle.
Yeah.
So.
anyway. So I never thought it doesn't feel like it, and I don't believe that Joel Osteen had anything to do with that money. I don't think his wife had anything to do with that money, really.
Mm-hmm.
So however, Sarah, do you have any thoughts
Thank
on
you.
Joel Osteen?
Yes,
and this message I got, maybe, or whatever.
And
was it too much that I actually, in thoughts I have on it, a few further thoughts, I printed out Bible verses to prove.
Bless you. Mm-hmm. And highlight. You
highlight
coordinated.
I
so
did.
Yes.
I did. They're literally color coordinated. So yes, you were.
Yes, I have opinions with a capital O. Here are my opinions. One, Donald Trump donated his salary too. So just because someone donated their salary does not necessarily make them a good person one way or the other. Two, the Bible, and of course, as you have the verses right there to back us up a little bit. The Bible says that we are to, especially those in positions, when you dedicate yourself to a life of service, you are dedicating yourself to a life of service, to servitude, to serving the people around you, and to making the world a better place. I don't know whose place he's making better in his neighborhood of multi-million-dollar houses. That's fine.
17,700 square foot mansion.
Is he inviting people during natural disasters to come stay in some of the empty rooms that he has? Is he... I'm not saying that I want the guy to live out of his car.
Right.
I'm not saying that he deserves to be poor. What I'm saying is that there is a lot of poverty in Houston and the surrounding areas. So the amount of money that he has, even if he donated half of it, half of his book sales, to feeding people nearby, and you know, if the reply is, well, he does donate, well, obviously he needs to donate some more.
He has 2 homes in Houston alone, one of which is worth $10.5 million.
Yes. And I tend to bristle when anybody, y'all have to excuse me, my Southern comes out and I get bristled when anybody says they're going to put my bestie on blast. So, yeah, I put Autumn on blast. Okay. Y'all have to excuse me. But, so no, I grew up in church, in the church. I grew up, my stepmother was the preacher secretary, and my dad was a deacon, and I spent over 10 hours a week at the church outside of church times. So I've seen the how people come to the church looking for help and this, that, and the other. And there's so much behind the scenes stuff at a church that people don't understand. And I'm actually also related to one of our local super church pastors. I don't necessarily agree with stuff he does either, because that's not what the Bible says. But that's okay. That's between them and the person that they say that they're serving. But why don't you step in with those verses for me, please, because I could do this for a minute.
Oh, and that's fine. I see. And the reason I wanted you on was also because you are Christian.
Yes.
I was raised Catholic, but I stopped being Catholic when I was 16. But I learned a lot. I went to Catholic schools. I learned a lot about what Jesus was all about.
Yes.
And I know it sounds like I'm joking around when I'm in here and I'm talking about how he was the greatest hippie ever.
Yes.
But he kind of, that whole, because, I mean, just two, okay, out of Luke, the book of Luke 12:33, sell your possessions and give to the needy. Provide yourselves with money bags that do not grow old, with a treasure in the heavens.
Money bags that don't fall from the bathroom. Go ahead.
Matthew 19:21, Jesus said to him, if you would be perfect, go, sell what you possess and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven.
I also guarantee there's a gift shop at the church where they sell different things, and most churches do. But I would like to know if the copies of his books that are sold in the gift shop, if those are all donated to the church, if all the funds from that are donated to the church, or if he gets a kickback from that as the author, because that would go against Jesus in the temple, like that. So, and Jesus was the biggest hippie, and he hung out with prostitutes and tax collectors, and tax collecting was like Hell's Angels back in the day. So it's not like, it's at the mild-mannered pocket protector IRS respect, no, these were big bad dudes with big bad potty language. And sometimes, and I remind myself, my children of that, I'm horrible, y'all. I use wordy dirds all the time. I'm so bad. But it's one of those where my personal relationship, we're good because he knows where I'm at and I know where I'm supposed to be, and we're good. I don't need validation from others. And it sort of irritates me when people use the book as a weapon, which is sort of roundabout was kind of being done this morning. So, and I don't like that. But so what's going on with Mr. Olsteen? How are things looking for him?
Well, let's have a look. I mean, like I said, I'm not Catholic anymore. And you are Baptist?
Well, I'm more non-denominational now, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I was raised Baptist, but yeah.
Okay. All right. When I think of a pastor, a priest, a leader, a religious leader who follows this man from Nazareth,
Yes.
I think of like Reverend Dr. William Barber.
Yes.
Who of the people's the poor people's I'm sorry, it's the poor people's campaign. That's what I was trying to think of. That man, do you know? And if, I don't know if you, those of you who know who William Barber is, he's always hunched over. He has a type of arthritis in his spine that has fused his spine, and he is out there fighting for equality, organizing marches on Washington, on into politicians to say the poor people they need help. They need a decent minimum wage. They need. He's out there fighting for equality and all of this. Now, if your thing is like a Joel Osteen prosperity gospel thing, that's your choice. I'm not saying you shouldn't have that choice. From my limited perspective, just a personal opinion, it's kind of, to me, the way I was raised, it's like self-help with a sprinkling of religious talk.
Yeah.
And that is my opinion. Now, so how is Mr. Osteen? How is he going to fare through all of this? Because I do not believe he had anything to do with this money that was stolen. I really don't.
No,
I really don't. And I'm not putting him on blast. You know. Yeah, he's got a really nice. It's a nice situation. It's a nice, lovely. You know, this is I used to call this my cruise ship card. It's a lovely thing, you know. And there are people who use religion and use the Bible for negative reasons. Here's our card of charity right in the middle. Queen of Pentacles there, and this is saying, first of all, this is saying he's going to be fine.
Oh yeah.
But this is the idea of Christian charity. This is an emperor and a queen of pentacles, queen of money. On this side is actively fighting against poverty, inequality, cruelty. Are they the same side? Are they opposite of each other? That is between you and your sense of the divine. I have an opinion. That's all I have.
Well, and
He's
it boils
gonna be
down
fine.
Yeah, but I mean, the way that I was raised is when it comes to, if you put yourself in public service like that, you have two choices. You will either be crowned with jewels here on earth, or you'll be crowned with jewels in heaven. Osteen tends to have, at least appears to have taken the earth option. So, I mean, will he get a Bugatti when he goes upstairs? I mean, that's between him and the big guy. But
Oh yeah, he has a $330,000 car, but he follows. He holds up the Bible every Sunday. Doxy Mom is saying if Jesus went to Osteen's facility, he would be tossing some tables. And Becca from House of Lenormand is here. Hello, Becca. Hello. So, yeah. But and also, people have their opinions, and I don't, I'm not going to name anybody or shame anybody, but I didn't want to put you on blast in the chat.
That was really poorly worded.
Yeah.
And my hackles were raised, and we have a saying, you and I, that sometimes people irritate me enough to make me want to go camping. And camping meaning to go, how do I put this in words where it's not wordy words, to go camping in the I wish a homeboy woods. And so,
and what does that mean?
Well, there's a saying, well, I wish this person would say something like that. So,
because you're going to put them on blast.
Because, right? but when the audacity reaches that point to where it's not just one tree of wood, it's a whole forest. So it's like let's go camping and let's go camping in the woods, because there tends to be anywho, I could do this for a while and you have other questions, so I'm gonna stop.
Fair enough.
I get very protective over my autumn, so
thank you. I appreciate you.
This next question.
Hang on. Before I do that, Don Gubb is saying Sarah's hackles and Autumn's eye roll. Yeah, I'm the eye roll. Yeah. Doxy Mom says that was a bit more than threatening to me. What was?
The put it on blast. I don't think it was meant to be threatening. I think it was meant to be condescending, and it was meant to be more, because you
better step back.
Yeah, like you need to, me man, you woman, you need to be a little more subservient, to back down a little bit type. That's how I took it. And
okay. All right. So Sarah is kind enough. Actually, could you skip this next question, which I need your help on? And could you give us a preview of what our questions today are going to be?
Sure. So number 2, which I will be regaling you all with in just a little bit. Number 3 comes from Robin, who wants to know about how last year Florida voted to gradually increase the wages to $15 an hour. And now the Republicans are proposing a training wage of $4.25 for 6 months. Will it go through? Well, okay.
I've been reading on Florida, and excuse me, DeSantis is he's creating he's trying to get if the state government goes along with it, he's trying to create his own militia that is answerable only to him.
Well, something's got to pay for it. Yeah. Okay. For a recent article in Slate notes that we can't stop climate change from happening, but we can fight to survive it. Will the UN and other large bodies accept this anytime soon and start the process of trying to teach Earth citizens how to save ourselves? Number
Please.
5. Yes, please. Lisa, can I have some saving? Number 5. Jean asks, how many species will go extinct due to climate change? Ooh, it's a good question, but a harrowing thought. Yes.
Yeah, very harrowing thought.
Number 6, Laura wants to know, do you think Trump will actually go to prison or just be put on house arrest?
Either. I'd take either. Honestly, I would take either. What?
Do you know, there's an old Chris Rock joke, and I'm going to tie this back to Osteen for a minute. There's an old Chris Rock joke that Oprah is rich, but Bill Gates is wealthy. And you know this because if Bill Gates woke up with Oprah's money, he would fling himself out of a window, right? Because it's such a drastic, difference. I mean, you think Oprah's got money. Excuse me. Oprah is rich. Bill Gates is wealthy. If a Trump gets put on house arrest, he can go to Osteen's house. It would be, it would, don't put him on house arrest at Mar-a-Lago. That would make Anyway.
No. Although New York may have something to say about how many houses he ends up with, but house arrest.
Yes. Yeah. 7. This one amused me. Trump admitted in a recent interview that he could not have survived the presidency if I had fired Comey.
If he hadn't fired Comey?
Yeah, if he had not fired Comey, he would not have survived the presidency. What could Comey have done in those 4 years that would have changed anything? And is there anything he can contribute to Trump's further downfall now? Yes, please.
Yes, please. But Comey, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Number 8, Hippie Sue wants to know, why is Putin in India and what is he up to now? Number 9, Alicia, and forgive me if I pronounced that wrong. How will Biden's talks with Putin go? Number 10, Jean wants to know, will Ghoulaine's trial bring any more damning evidence of tapes, etc., against powerful people? Will top leaders be exposed? Yes, please. And not that I'm hoping for drama, but if there is somebody has done something, then please bring it to light.
We don't want drama. We want justice. And we want justice.
Yes, please. Okay. And also, will the public be shocked when they hear the televised January 6th commission hearings? I think there's going to be a subsect of people that are going to be, there's going to be those that are shocked that it went as far as it did, that there's even more that we don't know. There's going to be a group of people that are going to be like, yeah, pretty much figured it. And then there's going to be those who just, they lost their heroes. They never could have believed that that's what they did. Huh.
Yes, exactly. But yeah. I think the majority of his base is going to just tune it all out. They're not going to pay any attention to those hearings. But I think, there's going to be a lot of shock.
And then number 12, Elizabeth wants to know if there really are Atlantic Ocean Chinese bases.
Oh, cool.
That is very cool.
I mean, it would be cool if they did, but there's talking, I love the sci-fi and the future stuff and the stuff like that. Yes. Polly wanted to say, asking, is Garland speaking in a few minutes? I know what I'd like him to talk about or what I'd like him to say, but I guess we'd have to see. All right, so
I'm going to ask a question, and then
we're at 23 minutes.
Yes.
I don't know where we started actually, but I'm just going to say we started at like 2 minutes.
Perfect.
And then we're starting at
3 minutes. Yeah.
So, and my description's too long.
We'll fix it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to read this, and as you,
because I don't want to read on this on my own. I don't want to be here alone when I read on this because, ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to be here while you read on it. Then when you get done with this question, I've got to go. This wasn't necessarily in my list of things to do today, but I just could not help but step in. So, are you ready? Let's go. Number 2, in news you just can't make up. The Daily Beast is reporting that a recent study shows that an ingredient in Viagra, sildenafil, is proving to lower the risk of Alzheimer's by 69%. And
that percentage as well of all the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly, this is why in recent generations there has been a higher number of women with the disease than men, which makes sense because women don't take Viagra unless they have heart conditions. Is this the breakthrough the scientific community has been waiting for to combat this dreaded disease?
Meanwhile, the Supreme Court is about to take rights away from women.
Yes.
And
so be sure we'll pass out those little blue pills like we're, making it rain.
Little Pez dispensers.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I agree, Robin. If it will help, I hope it does help. My sarcasm is just because really But
Yeah,
yeah,
we
I
definitely.
really hope it helps. My grandmother has Alzheimer's. If there's something that could help or prevent something, that
Yeah,
would be
and the same. My grandmother, one of my grandmothers had that problem too.
yes.
We want Alzheimer's to be
Yes,
cured.
absolutely.
It's just the 69% really, and as we are waiting for the Supreme Court to take rights away from women, it's like, really?
The
Okay.
timing and the percentages just prove that God and the universe or the universe, depending on your beliefs, has an infinite sense of humor. So
Oh man. Okay. It's a it's a commercial. It's like the Cialis Viagra commercials,
which is
where
ironic now that Bob Dole just passed. Didn't
but
Bob Dole do the
I don't know.
Cialis commercial?
I don't know.
Okay.
But this walking around doing nothing related to what, but everything's in slow-mo and perfect light on all of these drug commercials. They're just appalling, where everything's perfectly white except for the one color, their brand color pop, and everyone's getting along and everybody's having a relaxing day and all. Anyway, oh boy. Well, yep, that would be quite the plan. Two of Pentacles. All right, maybe we'll see. Okay, Six of Swords, Hanged Man. World.
Yes.
This feels like testing. There needs to be more testing. I need a clarifier on this because
My inner 10-year-old boy is just dying. He's dying so hard. So bad. Jeez. Oh, that's worse. Okay, go ahead.
So is
Out
this
of our friendship, she's the mature one. Just please remember that. There is a reason.
not even a little. No. Is this medication actually going to
Yes.
be the breakthrough to cure Alzheimer's? Okay. Yes.
Okay.
You know that the nighttime comedians. Oh, they're gonna. Yeah. Renier's Chad the hangman. I just spit out my coffee. There are 3 more cards. That was a card for the reading.
Oh, yes, it was.
Breakthrough. Okay, could be a plan.
Okay.
Oh, got these cards again. Trials.
Okay. Okay, we're just.
There may be side effects. It may be. They may have to stop the trials because there are side effects, and it's not well enough tolerated in a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. It says Rat saying dangling participles.
Okay, well, how about will it help women? Will they start testing it on women? Help women. That should help. Because if we're gonna keep going down this road, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will it help women? Energy's not amazing. Sorry. Sandy Blythe is saying, I don't read cards. What is so funny? It becomes symbolic when you have a king of wands.
Yes.
Yeah, or that hanged
The hanged man.
man.
Yes.
Get that? Okay. Balance. Yeah, and that this would be, yeah, if women lose rights and this drug becomes put out there like at a Pez dispensers, yeah, that would be some messed up. There's a because if it's used responsibly, great. If it's not,
yeah,
this could talk about hurting women. But will the medication, all right, communication, could be testing.
Just anything that I say can be used as a double entendre. Just keep going. So I was going to say just push through, but horrible. Okay.
This is testing. This is medical. Yes, definitely medical testing is what I'm getting. And that big justice card, imbalance. Yes, non-gov, exactly. Deseret says, glad everyone's spitting their breakfast. Don't forget to clean your monitors.
Are y'all sure you want me stopping by here more often than not? Because
I do. Insult to injury. That's not good. Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. It could help some women until we find something better, but it's not, I don't think it's the breakthrough.
Yeah.
I think there are side effects. I think there are, they've got to figure out how that medication is affecting the brain. What is it doing? Because I know it would help like circulation and stuff, but what is exactly is it doing? It might help in the short term, which would be better than nothing. But I'm getting some nasty side effects and things, and yeah, so it feels like a stopgap.
Okay. Google P says next time I come by, I have to match colors because it's a thing. So we're going to have to be better coordinated. Okay. Well.
Oh, what, you and me?
Yeah. Yeah. We have to
rock the natural lipstick.
Yeah.
My nails are mostly natural.
Well, no, they're talking about we need to match each other. Like I would need to match you. Yeah.
Well, but the thing you have to understand is the background here with the big cocoa, because we didn't have tea. It's Christmas. So we had the cocoa, and the candy cane to stir it with. We have this, but my overlay is actually more orange. So she's perfect.
Okay. Well, thank you all for being so welcoming to me this morning. I'm going to head out. I've got to go deal with children and et cetera and work and whatnot. But you guys have been amazing, and I look forward to stopping by again sometime soon. So
thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
All right, everybody. Bye. Sarah hand.
Round of applause.
Round of applause for Sarah. Bye. Take care. All right. So that was the wonderful Sarah. I did not want to do that by myself. So yeah, and this is today's overlay. So here we are. Okay. So let me get on with your questions here. So we're at 34 minutes. Okay, I have not. Is this correct? Do I? Rhonda was asking about the Crumbleys, and I wasn't able to figure this out, and there wasn't a link to the article, but Rhonda is saying that the Crumbleys paid for attorneys, but they let their 15-year-old son have a public defender. Is that true? I don't know anything about that, but let me just do a quick, at least 3 cards on them, because not coming across as having people with the best energy. I know Sarah's gone, and I feel kind of boring. I feel like it's just her again. I heard that too. Okay. Talk about rotten human beings. Yuck, Crumbleys. I'm not going to even bother with the why are they doing that, because they're rotten human beings, you know. It's a rough and tumble world. Blah 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 blah. Talk about if their kid should be thought of in terms of child abuse, perhaps. This is a child getting lost in the middle. This is evidence and whatever they had going on. These people, they're just vile. I don't know that I can really add much. Oh, I'm glad you guys like Sarah. Thank you. Linda McMurtry says, who is Sarah and where is her YouTube show? Well, no, she doesn't have one yet. And she is with me at 4:00 over on Book Art Media. We do the creative sprints together. So, all right. Yeah, Linda Sandros, awful people, poor child. Yes. Thank you, Didier. 10 of Cups. Magician, Empress. Oh my gosh, this is the most awful parenting. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Brenda Williams said his mom said don't get caught. Maybe that's the reason why. This is terrible. This is a lawyer pointing out just the most awful mothering, parenting, abuse. This is a jury. Yeah, this no one should ever be treated this way. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, that's the thing. Jolie's saying their son clearly has some mental health issues, so why would they give him a gun as a present? Oh, Chris Wickens, the link's in the description. The first part comes out on Wednesday, and the second part comes out on Christmas Eve at no extra cost. So if you get the part one, you just refresh the file in your device, whatever you read it on, and you'll have boom the whole thing. So yeah, there was did I save this picture? Did you guys see the Christmas cards? Whose Christmas card was it? Where it was all card. Congressman's family poses with guns on their Christmas card, days after the deadly Michigan school shooting. I wish I was kidding. Do they have a link to the... They don't. They don't have a direct link. Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie, family's Christmas card. Let me see if I can find this, guys, for you. Because especially we were also talking about religion. Oh, yes, here it is. Here it is. Let me try a different one. It doesn't want to let me look at that. One more. I'm trying to find a big enough picture. Aha! Here we go. Because this is shocking. All right, let me share. take this down and I'll share this. Share screen. Yeah, ready? Just screams Christmas, doesn't it? Time of giving, kindness. Really? This is Christmas. Really? Yeah. So, and this is a congressman. Actually, I'm curious. 40, let's say 40, 30. A gun Christmas. Wishing you a gun-filled Christmas from Congressman. Have a look at said congressman. If there's any going to be any blowback? Boy, I can't even come up with ways to describe this. So this person is U.S. Congressman. On Saturday posted a Christmas picture of himself, what appeared to be his family, smiling and posing with an assortment of guns. Please, P.S. Santa, please bring ammo. U.S. Representative Thomas Massie of Kentucky wrote. All right, U.S. Representative Thomas Massie of Kentucky. I'm going to guess you are in a big old red district, but let's see what your future is going to look like here. All right. Some people's kids. Yeah, Cat Shepherd, Kentucky. Yeah. Catherine Rodriguez says, expect to see this gun photo on Saturday Night Live satired. I hope so. Yes, Kathy Anderson, exactly. Is this the new white Christmas? Man. Scott Conwell saying, a Christmas massacre theme? Oh, how quaintly psychotic. All right, Thomas Massie. Donna Belvin says, people on Twitter are saying that the gun the congressman is holding costs $100,000? Oh my gosh. All right, Thomas Massie. No, I'm not getting much blowback. My ear feels like it's on fire, though. That's really odd. This one ear just got really, really hot. But no. And he's going to get a lot of support. He's going to get a lot of support. Being aggressive, being the man. There's a great line in the first Avengers movie where Tony Stark says, billionaire, philanthropist, playboy, and Steve Rogers says, I know guys worth 10 of you. Manliness. Page of Wands. 8 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Sorry, Page of Wands. 8 of Cups. 5 of Wands. 10 of Cups. And Judgment. Well, in the short term, he's going to get lots of support. He's being the guy. I don't know how much power he's got because the stuff in the foreground is from the cups. This can also be my card of evidence. I don't know if he's in trouble for anything. I don't know if he was involved in January 6th in any way, but there's big judgment coming for him. And this is happy Democrats. I don't know anything about this guy. Is he one of those? I wouldn't be surprised, considering that's his Christmas card. Christmas, Christ Mass. That's what Christmas means. The Mass of Christ. The tree behind him, I don't care. The tree is German. That's, Tannenbaum. But wow. Rainier says if the congressman needs that big of a gun, he must have a teeny weeny tiny brain. Okay. Thomas Macy, I believe is your name. This doesn't look good for you. What have you been doing? Full King of Cups. High Priestess. Okay, we're gonna have to look up. Is this guy? Is anybody saying? Has anybody heard anything about him in January 6th or some other kind of? Because this is him doing what he wants. That's Biden in the middle and secrets. And this Biden could very well be the electors for his presidency. I don't know. It's not good, though. I was just expecting, he's in a super red district. He's in a ruby red district. And, of course, nothing will happen to him. But it's not what it feels like. He'll raise some money off of this, though. Holly Wanda, I can't repeat it, but it is amusing. Okay, 4730. Okay. Last year, Florida voted to gradually increase wages to $15 an hour. Yes, good. Now Republicans proposed a training wage of $4.25 an hour for 6 months. Will this go through? I'm guessing this is only in the state of Florida because... So a training wage of $4.25 a month for 6 months for everybody. Not somebody who could get tips and make some money off of that, just because their cruelty knows no bounds whatsoever. Thank you, guys. It is Florida, okay. So, Florida. Boy, DeSantis is just going full authoritarian down there, isn't he? So militia, ignoring federal rules. Page of Pentacles. Oh, and then they say things like, well, minimum wage is just, it isn't meant to be a living wage anyway. It's just for young people. Like they say that a lot about like McDonald's. Well, it's your first job. It's nothing we don't have to pay them well. There are many, many people who are living off of minimum wage. Five of Pentacles, poverty and sickness. There's the Fool, the Emperor, Five of Wands, and the Death card. People are hurting. He does what he wants. I've got a Fool and an Emperor. They're just, but it's they end up, there's some arguing and fighting, but I've got a Death card here, so I need a clarification. Is this Death card the proposal, or because you do that where everybody is only paid $4.25 an hour who's on minimum wage, and you are going to have some deaths. Faye saying, so every 5.5 months you get fired. Yep. Eight of Cups. All right, so this is the card for the reading. And then I've got 3 cards for the reading. Clarification. Magician. 6 of Cups. 2 of Swords. It goes against federal mandates. You'd get the federal government involved, trying to protect people. And the people voted. They already voted that the minimum wage should be $15 an hour. So I'm not getting it becoming like that's the way it's going to be, not never ending. But there is some back and forth in courts, and there's some struggle involved if that goes through. So I'm not getting a definite absolutely no, but I'm getting it won't last. If it goes through, it won't last. But yeah, DeSantis he's on his own planet at this point. Okay. All right, at 52 minutes in, we are going to get through this. We are. We just are. Hang in there. All right, a recent article in Slate notes that we can't stop climate change from happening. Well, it's already happening, okay. But we can fight to survive it, yes. Will the UN and other large bodies accept this anytime soon and start the process of trying to teach Earth citizens how to save themselves? So taking it seriously. Oh, and Kelpie, it's like a third of, it's not even half minimum wage. Like it's a third minimum, it's less than a third minimum wage. Yeah, and his own militia. Yeah, that's DeSantis. But some shuffling. Climate change. Will the UN and other large bodies just accept that we have got to do stuff? And take it as seriously as we need to take it. The right still, young people are taking action, which is good. But where this moves into politics, it's not that bad. Or let's dim the sun, or move the moon or the earth. What is wrong with you people? Card fell. Hold, please. By the way, I read an article about that dimming the sun thing. It isn't Bezos himself. They're basically Amazon is helping scientists run these. It's using their servers, their massive server platform to run these massive programs trying to work out issues and with this idea. So it's not him personally, but the Amazon. He's I guess he's okay with it because there's a chunk of Amazon servers right now that are trying to come up with a way to dim the sun. And as I've said before, there's definitely something dim here, and it's not the sun. Anyway. Climate change, take it seriously. All right, disappointment. Yeah, when everything you own, everything's been flooded and destroyed, it's expensive. It's very expensive to replace all your stuff. Emperor, the haves and the have-nots, corruption. but they're fighting. It becomes harder and harder to, but I hate to say it, it's still gonna take time until it's taken really, really seriously like it should be. I wish I had better news than that, but that's what the cards are saying. It's what the energy feels like. So, oh, Diana Cashy saying Representative Massie also sponsored a bill to end the Department of Education in 2022. These people don't care about anybody but themselves. Maybe their own little families. That's it. Everybody else, you're on your own. Survival of the fittest. Actually, I believe my understanding is it isn't survival of the fittest. It was actually survival of the most adaptable. So keep your important stuff in your attic because Republicans are going to leave us with our homes flooded. Okay. You'd think that the big money donors from like the insurance companies would be like, excuse me. No, they just allow them to sell porous policies. 5630. All right, 5630. Laura Rapido had a question. Do you think Trump will actually go to prison or just be under house arrest? Okay. I've looked at this in a while. Let's have a look. So, Trumpy. I can smell the cholesterol from here. We're going to see you in prison garb, or are you going to be swanning around somewhere with the bling bling ankle monitors? And that's what he wants. It's only when you take his money away that's what's going to really upset him. King of Swords, prosecutors, many. 8 of Pentacles, it's work. Death card in the center. 10 of Cups, Temperance. This goes along with a question someone has been asking off and on for quite a while. And I don't read on it, and I just wanted to. It's nothing personal. I don't want to read on if this man is going to pass away. I just don't want to read on it. If it comes up, it comes up. But I don't want to set out to read on that. Having said that, there's this card in the middle, and the justice, truth, quote unquote win for the left is tempered. Prosecutors of his business being taken away from him. It's a lot of stress. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you, Elector. I appreciate that. What's coming up for Trump? Let's just say what's coming up for Trump here. What's coming up for Trump? I don't have any problem with men wearing makeup. I really don't. And if you can't handle men wearing makeup, never go to South Korea. And there are things going on in South Korea which are very much going to spread to the rest of the world. I don't care. But future generations are going to just rake him over the coals for many things, but also I'm just getting for the putting that gunk on his face and doing it so badly. And what are you doing? Electra Storm says Boy George wears makeup all the time, and he looks fantastic. He has got some eyeliner. Oh, his eyeliner chops, perfection. Queen of Cups. Oh, and I make this clear. I don't just mean men who are in the LGBTQ community. I mean, just heterosexual men, cis men. It's not that big a deal. Queen of Cups. Ivanka. Seven of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Five of Pentacles. They're going after the kids. The energy is just like awooga, alert, alert. They're going after the kids. New York State. Soon. They're going after the kids. What the kids did is part of the business. What they did actively, the kids, and they're going after the kids. And I think there's going to be I don't know if it's accounts frozen or potential money laundered property seized. But this is the kids out in the cold. That's what's coming next in Trump world. Oh. Yes, Electra Storm. Actors wear makeup all the time. It's not a big deal, exactly. And Catherine Rodriguez says, I find South Korean men very attractive. Watch some of the Korean shows. Oh, yeah, they're gorgeous people all over the world. Absolutely. Oh, speaking of that, all right, here's random. Just a random thing, because you tune in not just for the news, but not just for the readings, but for the news and what's going on. Have you seen what somebody did? They said, basically, if Friends was created today, what the Friends would look like. And I think they've got a point. They wouldn't look quite so natural, because that's not the fashion. That's not the thing. That's not. So someone suggested, did some Photoshop or something, and Friends, if the show was created in 2021, they think it would look like this. Yeah. It's kind of hard to see, but no, it doesn't help. But yeah, there's, and the thing is that if you look closely, you can see, like, oh yeah, I can see where that does look like, and that does look like, and that does look like. Yeah. So that's a thing. Anyway, kind of shocking. Anyway, so, all right. It is kind of creepy. Plastic people, yeah. Their noses are like sticks, just tiny, tiny, tiny little sticks, and they have huge lips. And yeah, I do like that the look of the moment is more multicultural, which is good. Instead of it just being, oh, who's the one with the beard? Did I tweet this? I don't remember if I tweeted this or not. Hang on. I'm a quick talk amongst yourselves. I'm just trying to see. I did tweet about working for the cat all day. No, I didn't. All right. In that case, for now, I will fix this later. But for now, I'm just going to stick this picture in there and tweet that black and orange, so you can go look if you would like. All right. So at the it's at Autumn Black Orin, because that's all it would fit. Autumn Black Orin. There's no Jerry at the end. You can follow me on Twitter. And I just tweeted that photograph, and I'll find the original tweet later. Okay. Whew. All right. 106.30. 106.30. This is a little frustrating, but yeah, not a pore, a wrinkle. Yep, exactly. So Trump admitted in a recent interview that he could not have survived the presidency if I hadn't fired Comey. What could Comey have done in those 4 years that would have changed anything? And is there anything he can contribute to Trump's further downfall now? Thank you, guys. I tell you, after looking at that picture and then seeing my own face, it's like, oh, jeez. But I look like me, and I like that. I like that I look like myself. I look like my parents. I look like a combination of my parents, and I feel very blessed. You know, I've got my health issues, and guaranteed I'm going to be deaf as a post when I'm 90. But whew. All right, let me change this to 108. No, Polly wanted to say my face is my best form of birth control. No. I know you're kidding, but no, don't even joke like that. I've honestly, I don't know what you look like, but my gosh, your brain is amazing. So thank you, guys. All right, so at 108.30, Trump, Comey. Oh, gosh, okay. So Trump said he wouldn't have survived the presidency if he hadn't fired Comey. Would he have survived the presidency if he hadn't fired Comey? If Comey had stayed, would it have made any difference? 3 cards. Would it have made any difference? Thank you, guys. Yeah, that picture is interesting if you look closely at it. It's on Twitter. So. All right. What would have been different if Comey had stayed, been left? That incredibly misguided Boy Scout, he would have brought charges. Yes, Jeffrey Thompson, I agree. 3 of Pentacles. Seven of Wands, Emperor. Trump would have ended up more on the defensive, but it wouldn't have worked. Yeah. this is a card for the reading he should have brought. But I still don't have, it's like Trump had people in place to, he would have been on the defensive, but he still would have been emperor, and they still wouldn't have removed him from office. All right. And since we really want the Mueller report to come back, hello. Hello. Mueller report, please report to the American people. Unredacted Mueller report, please report to the American people. Thank you. Will Comey be able to? Investigations he did. Investigations he did are included, will be included in future stuff against Trump. Okay. King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Nah, he's kind of put his stuff out there. Yeah, it's already out there. It's already been offered up to committees or investigators or whomever. I'm not saying he can. I'm not saying it's what he already did that will have an effect. It's not. He's not really going to do anything in future. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't show up in the cards. So, but hey, somebody can bring down Trump through actual justice, regular actual justice. No violence, no illness, no dirt naps, no, just plain old courtroom justice. And if called for, incarceration. That's 100% what I want. Okay, Pamela Bryant, always get a kick out of your PA announcements. Oh, good. Okay. All right, so yes, Gary Atkins, yes, please report immediately. Okay. So, oh yeah, Jean A is saying the Mueller report. We'd like to see what we paid for exactly. All right, 1/12/30. Hippie Sue has a question. Why is Putin in India? What is he up to now? Ugh. He's very diminished. He didn't like Trump. I think Trump's he's not the only one. He thought Trump was an idiot. I mean, screaming idiot. But Trump made him important. And now he's diminished. And he's fighting it. He doesn't want to be diminished. Your economy, you have all of that land, you have all of those people, and you have an economy the size of Italy's. McCain said your country is a gas station pretending to be a country. Dang. So what are you doing in India? Are you nefarious? And again, everything you do is nefarious. Queen of Cups. Trying to make nice, pretending to make nice. There's disappointment. There's a Knight of Cups. Oh, he's very much. Oh, yeah. He's, whatever he's doing in India, he's trying to play nice. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice. Oh, and even more nice. Just as much niceness as possible. Here, have some more niceness. Here, have some more. And some more. Oh, see, we're buddies. We're friends. Yoy. 1:15. because the next question was from Alicia Marie, 115. How will Biden's talks with Putin go? Tomorrow, he and Putin are talking. Biden and Putin are talking tomorrow. And basically, Putin wants Biden to give him assurances that Ukraine is not going to join NATO. Biden and Putin talk. Stressful. Getting like some pain down the center of my spine. Like, oh, tense, stressful. Not tense as in Biden's worried about. You know, it's like he's more worried about Putin doing something stupid. He's not like tense, like we have to be worried. No. Biden's not worried. He's worried about the mess. He's not worried about Putin per se. He's worried about the mess Putin can make. High Priestess. Secrets. Higher wisdom, but secrets. Big secrets. Big secrets. King of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Seven of Swords. Six of Cups. Nine of Wands. Putin, oligarch, liberal West, an argument. Putin's trying to sneak weapons around. Biden's telling him to knock it off. But Biden just is trying to keep things calm. And Putin lost a lot of, not credibility, but his super strong alliance with Trump and all that he's done to try to overthrow our democracy. He's kind of on his heel. He's kind of on his back foot. Is that the expression where it's he doesn't. Things could be going a little bit better for him on the world stage if he'd stayed out of that. And what did it get him? Really, what did it get him? Still under sanctions. If he takes Ukraine, sanctions are just going to skyrocket. So, well, Wanda says Putin will size up vulnerabilities. I do not underestimate Putin. He really does have the energy of a serial killer. He just does. But I'm just getting this feeling like there's somebody from U.S. intelligence in the room with Biden, and this person is 1,000 times smarter than Putin. So, well, these cards went flying. Burden, Wheel of Fortune, Emperor. Yeah, you're not going to be there forever, Putin. You're not going to be there forever. They will, yes, Michael Grant. The Russians will eventually get rid of Putin. Yep. Just a matter of time. So, okay. At 1:20, Jean had a question. Under the heading of Yes, Please. Ghoulaine. Oh, did you guys read the article in Vanity Fair? about what she's like in court. Man. She used to be the life of the party and what have you. As she comes into the courtroom, she does get to wear, she doesn't have to wear prison garb. So then fine. I don't care. But she comes in and she hugs her lawyers and she's chatting with people and but she's not as vivacious as she was when the person writing the article knew her back in 2012, I think it was. Ick. Anyway, Ghoulaine. Will Ghoulaine's trial bring any more damning evidence of tapes, etc., against powerful people? Will top leaders be exposed? Will top leaders be exposed? The article is in I don't have it handy. Okay, well, that was about Meadows giving up. Meadows inadvertently giving up his executive privilege rights. Yeah, I don't have it handy. I do have at the end, if you're interested, I do have a picture of Elon Musk's new hairstyle because I shared that with Sarah. He looks like Zorg from Fifth Element. I'm not kidding. So at 122. There's an art. I think it's Vanity Fair. I'll have to find it. Well, okay. So will Ghoulaine's trial, will it expose any top leaders? That's the problem with potentially psychopaths, sociopaths, psychopaths, and narcissists. They're kind of one-trick ponies. Once they figure out like how to get by in the world by focusing on money or focusing on whatever it is, hers was, oh my God, grossness. Yeah, she's just still doing this vivacious, personable, person because that's what else is she going to do? And this idea that, well, maybe that's just her nature. Maybe she's just like that. It doesn't feel like it. CC Ryder says Cash Peters got very weird pictures for Ghoulaine in a recent upload. Victory. Ew. All right. 9 of Wands, Hierophant, Strength. Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. TikTok. There are people who are very worried that the state has a strong case. That's her. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I'm still kind of picking up that she's not going to turn on those big names. She's just not until she realizes she's not getting out of this. She's not going to be like, oh, that was great. Now I can just leave. Scott Conwell is saying they do what they feel works, like Trump, like Maxwell. Very hard pattern to break. Yeah. Linda Kingsley saying G-Max is an extreme narcissist. there is definitely some narcissism there, but I don't think that's her primary thing. I think it's the she has zero empathy. Zero. I pick up nothing. Zero. Empty room, nothing there. Evidence, lots and lots of evidence. Two of Cups, Two of Swords world. She's in trouble. She's in big trouble. But once she realizes she's spending the rest of her life in that place that she hates, will she then be like, I'll give you stuff if you get me out of here? Empress. She is the queen. She's the Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Judgment. I think there's some threats. I think they're going to be, before she turns to and gives information away, she would, first of all, she's going to see if she can just get off scot-free the trial. Of course, these girls who are now women, of course they don't matter. I mean, look what she allegedly did to them. If they mattered, she wouldn't have done that. Now that they're older, it doesn't mean that they're not just still like dolls or stick figures. Oh, that was awful. I just got a mental image, like from her perspective, looking at the women who are getting on the stand or who are waiting to get on the stand to speak against her, and the women, they look like rag dolls. And the one in the chair, she's just a rag doll. That's all these women are to her. They're just things. Yeah. Of course I did what I did. Why wouldn't I? She doesn't understand why she's in trouble. No idea why she's in trouble. I didn't do anything wrong. When she says I didn't do anything wrong, she means it. I didn't do anything wrong. She'll have lawyers or other people start contacting some of these powerful people to say, you get me out of here. You make this work. You get me a pardon. You get me whatever it takes, but you get me out of here. And what's going to happen then? Oh, very discombobulated. Wow. The Fool and the she has money. I would imagine they would come for her money, but victims will. Trying to turn, she believes that she can turn justice up on its head. Spend the rest of your life in jail, lady. And that doesn't work. You're going to find it's going to take time, even if she does speak. Chris Wicken says she certainly does not believe that no one is better, just different. Are we talking about Ghislaine Maxwell? Moon. Oh, then she'll be upset. When she realizes she's... Then she'll be upset. I will ruin your whole life. Oh, and then she may get... I wonder if she's going to then have to face blackmail charges. Trying to blackmail people. it's not going to be for a while if it happens. So, yuck. Everything about her is vile. All right, 1:30. Jean had a question. At 1:30, will the public be shocked when they hear the televised January 6th commission hearings? Because Liz Cheney came out and said, now, someone said it was going to be 2 weeks next year when they were going to walk it through everything. I didn't hear a specific time frame, just that it would be going on for a while. Will we be shocked when the January 6th committee lays everything out? There are going to be some things that it'll send a cold chill down your spine. Yep. And the far right, they're going to ignore it completely. It's all fake. It's all false. It doesn't matter. It's all just the Democrats. It's not really bipartisan. Blah, 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 blah. 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Judgment, Justice. Okay, you know I don't like when the cards seem too good to be true. But these cards seem too good to be true. I'm leery of getting excited. They were sitting pretty. They thought they could do what they want. And it's like the Republicans always view the Democrats as being these little children, these little wussy children who can be completely ignored. Trying to accept their cups and congratulate themselves on their little win. That was the situation. But there's electoral judgment in November of 2022 for people. Also, there are going to be charges of people fairly high up. And it's going to make the Republican as much control as they have, because they, like, especially in the Senate, Republicans have quite a bit of control. It's so frustrating. It is most vexing. But this is going to mess with their power. I'm not saying it's going to topple them completely, but it's definitely, you're on this water, and it's whoa, and it's like, okay, I'm not good. So I think there's going to be some shocking stuff there, and are we going to get any perp walks of Congress people? Perp walks of Congress people. It could be the best. I don't normally have good Valentine's Days because sun is just past square to my sun. So early February and early August, things just don't tend to go well for me. But I'll tell you, a perp walks of any of these people who were part of the insurrection, let's say mid-February, I'm for that. How about you? Who's in? Perp walks of Congress people. Ooh, boy, that energy's not nice. I mean, not, oh, okay. Ooh, okay, that's some upset. perp walks. What they sent out coming back to them. It also feels like Trump calling into his group at that hotel. Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Four of Swords, Queen of Wands. That's someone going up the river. It could be someone able to gather some money together because they're being persecuted. Persecuted, we say. But it's very small. It's a page. Democrats just going about their way. And under other circumstances, I would say, oh gosh, does this mean that nothing happens? That isn't what it feels like at all. That's Pelosi, and that feels very much like Pelosi. And this feels like some people being booted. Booted out of Congress is what that feels like. I agree, Michael Grant. Comey could have kept his big mouth shut about the Hillary Clinton emails days before the election. Electra Storm is saying breaking news. The Justice Department sued Texas on Monday over the state's plan to redraw its voting districts. Yeah. 137. Okay, Elizabeth had a question. Elizabeth was asking, are there really Atlantic Ocean Chinese bases? Well, I just want to know, it doesn't even have to be Atlantic. Do the Chinese have an underwater base? And not just like, oh, okay, it's on the land, but there's like where, they can bring out submarines. No. I'm talking an actual, like, in and of itself, not something that's on the coast. Wow, the energy is not great. All right, Chinese bases. A couple of different meanings. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Six of Cups. There is stuff in the oceans. There's stuff we don't know about. There are caches of things. There are probably weapons tucked away somewhere. There's all kind of stuff down there, all around the world. And the oceans are so vast, the likelihood of anyone tripping over whatever your thing is small, especially if you stay out of major shipping lanes. We don't really have the full technology to create really good underwater bases yet, but it's coming. It's coming. That's going to be in the future. But yeah, mostly what I got off of that energy was stuff. It's not just the internet cables that are under the ocean or at the bottom of the ocean. What about China specifically, since that was the question? Underhanded. maybe some testing hasn't gone well. Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles. It would be a massive outlay of money they just don't have right now. They don't have the money for it right now. So I hope that's what you were asking. I hope that works, because that's all I'm getting. All right. That's going to do it for me for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so welcoming to Sarah. She is such a sweetheart, and she is all heart, and she has stood by me. She's basically been my best friend for like a decade, and that was a day I was truly blessed when I met her. And through some of the darkest times of my life, she was right there with encouragement and a joke and whatever she could do to help. She's a great person. So, and thank you, Sarah. Thank you for coming on. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. It is 1:51 here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel with Sarah. That's what we do, to do creative sprints. All right. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow at noon Chicago time, as Central Time in the US, as I always am. All right. So hang in there. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Take care. Oh, there are good days ahead. Don't forget. There are.